All right. How you doing? Just want to take a few minutes out of my day to explain a few things to people uh, about being a good leader, what it takes to be a good leader. What I've found in my practices of being a leader doesn't mean I'm a perfect leader. It doesn't mean that I'm by any means Mr. Know-it-all and whatever. But I know to be a good leader, you have to listen to the people that you have around you. And it's very important to put people around you which you trust that are like-minded people with goals and that are goal-orientated, right? And it doesn't hurt to have a few smart cookies in that bunch too. Um, and again, they don't have to be experts at anything, but it's nice to have somebody that's knowledgeable on a certain topic. So in my profession, we try to uh, have a bunch of people that are professionals at what they do at so many different levels. That it's important that they stay sharp and stay keen on laws, labor laws. Uh, there's so many different environmental laws. OSHA laws. It's important. You have somebody for everything, and I think we're really good at doing that. We might not be as good as you know there's always room for improvement. We're always looking for new help. We're always looking for new ideas. And that's why it's important to bring new people in and educate people, right? And I believe that it's fun, but fundamentally, it's what's going to get us through and make us survive into the next generation, right? AI is changing everything. The workforce is changing. Moving forward, we want to restore solidarity. Now, that sounds easy, and it's not though. There's been a lot of negative thrown into the universe that we gotta get back and realize why the union was started, right? So, we talk about restoring solidarity. We talk about a group of people that can work together. I mean, just I can go through them all. There's so many people that it takes to make a show work, and it's not just one person that makes it all work. It's controlled chaos. It's believing in the people that these I believe in every one of these people, and I would do anything for them and for the district. I love what I do, right? No one takes these positions because they should never take these positions because they're trying to figure out how they can benefit themselves, right? So when you assemble a team and everybody has the same goals, you can accomplish a lot. So when you have everybody, we might not all agree. Like there's plenty of days that we have rough days. Like you're gonna have a lot of arguments. You're gonna have a lot of heated debates. It's no different than anything in life. But at the end of the day, when you're one thing, you're one entity. You realize you're the UAW and your local 598 that and you have a product that is insane. Our product is so good. Like we get way more than other plants and other locals get because we have such a good product and we have such good leadership and we can get things done. Some plants don't even get to vote inside their plant. Can you imagine that? Not being able to vote. When I hired in Lansing, you could only vote at the hall, and they would have district elections where there would be 10 people that would vote. In a district that had 300 people. Can you imagine only 10 people voting just deciding that that's the new way of how we're going to do things? We're lucky enough to have past practice to be able to vote into our plan. 5 polling locations, 4 in the plan. No one in their right mind would ever try to undermine that, would they? Well, we do have people out there that try to undermine it and try to, say that, hey, we should only vote at the hall. And it blows my mind as a union member that you would take that stance and that you would, try and use that as an excuse on why you're not getting what you want. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than me. I'll be gone one day and local 598 is still going to be thriving. And I hope that I've done good things and people can do better at what I did, right? And expand on my dreams and goals and make them proud too. I never forget Ruben Burks was a great mentor to me. When we renamed the hall for him, we had a ton of good dialogue. And he said, he gave us so much credit. He said, "You guys do it so much better than we did it back then. You guys are more organized. You have your people behind you. You have so much support." And he was proud of that. I want to have that same tradition. I want to have that same, it's not one person makes this union. There's a group of us, and it's local 598 for a reason. It's not the president's local. It's not, the president just doesn't do whatever they want at our local. The president listens to the membership, not just a few select few of the membership. Not the same 5 people that we send to everything. The recreation committee does a great job, but do I think that they could negotiate our next contract? I don't think so. I think they're all great people. I think they all have great intentions. I think that they could do it? No, absolutely not. Do I think they deserve credit for what they do? I absolutely do. I think everyone in the slate deserves credit for what they do, not just the recreation committee, because these guys aren't just out there buying eggs to be dropped out of a helicopter. These guys are actually on the floor representing people. They're right there. Look at that one. That guy there builds ramps on his own time for United Way. Gives all the credit to the local United Way. You don't find people like this that just are together, that do things just to be good. And they're part of something bigger than themselves, and they understand that. And I understand that, and I want to support them. And that's what you do as a good leader. You support people that want to do good. It's important to support people that want to do good, that think they can make a difference. Believe in that person. Follow their dreams. It's not just their dreams. If it's collectively, you can come up with dreams together, and man, maybe we can do great things. But we need your help. I need Local 598's help. I can't do it without you guys. Again, we have so much that we're pillars in the community that we're being laughed at now. It's ridiculous. And it's not because nobody will work with anybody. It's because we've lost guidance, right? We've lost that guidance. I'll tell you what a good leader will do. A good leader recognizes when they have issues going on inside their own house, that they want to go, hey man, maybe I'm not good for the membership right now. I'll step down. I got some stuff I got to take care of at home. Knowing they can't give it all to the membership, that's a good leader. Somebody that says, hey, look, I can't give everything this membership deserves right now because I got stuff going on at home. And they know they can't. You can't do the job. That's a good leader. Or you know that you're burnt out. That's a good leader too, recognizing these signs, right? It's like everything what we do. We have to have goals. We have to be orientated. Be aware of your surroundings. Know what we're headed into, right? The next contract's going to be sketchy. And there's a lot of challenges ahead of us. I'm not saying we can't get through them. I'm saying we're going to get through them. We're going to thrive. And we're going to be better when we come out of this. But I need your help. Get out and vote. Get out and vote. Make a difference. If you want to be involved, please get with us. I want you involved. There's a spot for you. I promise you, we have a spot for you on our team. Come, you'll be open arms. You're invited. Please come.